What's up everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be working on the S10 Blazer. And since you guys already saw on the thumbnail and the video description what I'm working on, yep, it's going to be the belt tensioner, the idler pulley, and I'm going to be replacing also this Daco Serpentine belt. And the reason for me to be replacing all three things is because one, I've never replaced a belt tensioner myself on this truck, so I don't know if it's ever been done before. Two, same thing with the idler pulley. I don't know if that's the original or it's been replaced. Three, this belt is over 9 years old. I did replace this belt a long time ago. It did have like a Gator brand before, and then I changed it out to the Daco, and this Daco's been pretty good, so I'm gonna keep it to a Daco. Yesterday I had turned the truck on to go for out for a spin. I turned the AC on and I noticed that the truck started to I know you lose power when you turn the AC on, especially on these older trucks, but I noticed that particularly yesterday being hot, I think the belt was skipping. You could hear it was skipping, and I hear a lot of pulling noise. I think it's coming from the idler pulley, or it could be coming from obviously the tensioner, one or the other. So I'm going to replace both of them, and even if nothing's wrong with them and it might be another issue, it's just good preventative maintenance that I'm going to be doing on the truck before anybody comments telling me that I'm just throwing money at the truck or I'm just replacing good parts or whatever. It's good peace of mind for me. Now I know next time that those won't be the issue. Alright, we're going to give it the old belt test or belt tensioner test by pulling on the belt and see how much play it has. You guys can see right there, it's quite a bit of play. I don't think it's supposed to move that much, so I'm going to venture a guess that it is partially the belt tensioner. Alright, I'm going to turn the truck on for you guys so you guys can hear it. I'll check the belt under the hood right now. I'm going to turn it on. Prime the pump. Alright, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to hear me up in the engine, but I'm going to try to do my best and record it. I don't think it's catching on camera, but I don't know if you guys can see that the idler is kind of like dancing around as well. So we're going to replace it. Alright, I do apologize guys if you guys can hear me with the wind from the fan hitting the microphone on the phone. Alright, so I ended up going to Advanced Auto Parts and I ordered this Daco pulley kit for under $100, and I got like $14 off. You can probably see from right there on the receipt. And it was another Daco. The whole kit. Alright, it's not upside down, just the way the box is. But if you guys want to see it, that's it right there. And that is the part number to it right there. Alright, so let's see what came with it. Yeah, went in real quick. I had it ready to go. Got a Daco belt. And I did match up the numbers. And those were the same numbers that I have on the belt in the car right now. And that's the belt tensioner. Let's see, let's go through it. Nice. Nice and quiet. And it also comes with a new bolt. What else do we have in there? Oh, and the idler pulley. Can't forget that. That's it right there. I don't think it has, oh, it does have a part number right there. Yeah. It does come in a baggie. It doesn't come with the bolt or that spacer, so I'm gonna venture a guess that I have to reuse the old one that I have on there. Hopefully it should be easy. I'm probably gonna end up taking a little break right now because it is starting to get to almost 100 degrees in my garage. It's hot here and it's very hot outside. But what I want to show you guys is that I ended up referring to my handy dandy Haynes book for torque specs on the tensioner and the idler pulley, and the only thing I found was that when to replace the serpentine belt. So again, Haynes, you have failed me. But I did end up Googling it. So for an S10 Blazer, I think it's from like 94 to 2001 or whatever it is, the belt tensioner torque spec is 37 foot-pounds, and the idler pulley is also 37 foot-pounds. So if you guys are looking for the specs on it, there it is guys. I'll probably end up putting it also on the description on the video. Alright, in order to get started, we need to remove the serpentine belt first. So I already got the 3/8 ratchet on the tensioner. Take it off. There it is. Alright, for those of you guys that are doing this for the first time and don't understand what I was talking about with the ratchet and the 3/8 drive, so this one right here, it has a keyhole right here that's on the pulley. I believe it sits like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the ratchet on the keyhole right there on the loosen position, you know, lefty loosey, righty tighty. You're going to put it in, see how it slots in there perfectly. You're going to press it and it's going to turn this and the belt's going to come off, and obviously they're going to release the tension on it and you're going to be able to take the belt off. Alright, so I got the ratchet onto the tensioner. Alright guys, little wannabe pro tip from me. I was having an issue. Luckily, I have this swivel ratchet on here. But if you guys use a socket set, the cooling fan's going to be kind of in your way. So try to slot it, the blades, try to put the blades in between so you guys can get it in there. Now, these bolts on both the tensioner and the idler pulley should not be tighter than bark on a tree. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a gorilla grip down there. They should be relatively loose. I could do it with probably one hand. See? Not too hard. It's actually pretty loose. Look, it's not even ratcheting anymore. So that's as loose as it should probably be. Hopefully that's what it is. But yeah, try to slot it in between the fan blades. That way you can get your ratchet in there. If not, you're gonna have to use like a wrench and run the risk of stripping out your bolts. Let me get this off of here. Bam! We're back at the workbench with the old tensioner and the new one. We're gonna compare them side by side. But before we do, I kind of put the carriage before the horse. I wanted to check out the belt compared to the new one. So give me a second. Here's the old one. Make sure you guys are wearing the gloves, PPE, personal protective equipment, when you guys are doing, when you guys are doing this job. For whatever reason, the new belt is just cutting up my hands, and it hurts. I've been using hand sanitizer once in a while, and it burns. It's cutting me up. All right, so here's the old belt. Going through it, not too bad. Look, no, I don't see any cracks on it. No cracks on it at all. It is just loose. It probably is stretched out more compared to the new one, which is right here. Give me a second. Here it is. Daco poly ribbed. And if you guys compare it to the old part, the other part numbers on the old one should be the same, or it is the same. And it's made right here in America. That's right. Alright, so now put that aside. We're gonna compare the old one with the new one. So here's the old one. Let me just scooch in a little bit here. Make myself a little bit more comfortable. Alright, here's the old one. Probably factory, not sure. But listen to this. Put it to your ear. Oh yeah, definitely some kind of noise compared to the new one. Okay, granted the new one doesn't spin that much, but it is whisper quiet. The only thing that I did notice that I probably am going to reuse is going to be the bolt, because if you look at the new one, I mean, it could work. It probably works the same. What do you guys think? Should I? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter now. I'm going to install it by the time this comes out. Here's the old one, and here's the new one. So the old one is a little bit longer. Does size matter? That's debatable. But I'm probably going to use the old one. It's a bolt. Doesn't really do much but hold it in, right? Alright, let's get started on that. Back over here at the truck, we're going to check out the idler pulley. Definitely making a little grindage noise there. So it's a good thing we're replacing both, right? All right, let's get to it. All right, got the idler pulley off. Here's the old one. Here's the new one. GM. What the hell, guys? Why would you guys put a lock ring on the bottom washer? You have to use I use the screwdriver to pry it up. A little flathead like this one to pry it up, get it out. But little cause for concern, guys. You guys see something that I do? The old one is bigger than the new one. Yep. Let's see. But here's the new one. Spins nice and smooth. Let's get this washer out the way. Let's listen to this. Ooh, crunchy. Yep. Well, it's definitely time to replace it. Alright, so I was a little worried about this pulley being smaller than the old one. Here's the part number 89006. Went to Rock Auto, and right there 89006. So I did compare the part numbers and it's still the same. So I mean, they probably just updated the pulley compared to this one, because this one probably is the original GM one. As you guys can see, the GM numbers right there. So we're not going to use that one. We're going to use this one. And it says, even on the Rock Auto thing, it says you have to reuse the old tools to hold it together. So that's going to be the bolt with the washer on that side, and then this is the alignment washer on the inside, and that straightens it out. So I'm going to give this a quick little bath. At 37 foot-pounds, I don't think it'll cause enough pressure to squeeze it together and stop the race, the bearing, whatever you want to call it inside, from spinning. So let's get started with that. And with a little bit of the power of magic movie editing, we're done with washing the parts. So, I mean, not the cleanest, but a lot better than what they were before. So, I forgot that I had a kit of those, what do you call them, Star Lock washer kit. And here's the old one, and I believe this one is roughly the same size. So what I'm going to do is do this. See, it's got like a little cup, a little dish. Put it right here, and this is going to be the front side. Put it in there, and then this has like a little notch on it where it aligns it up. Put it in there, and you'll feel when it kind of aligns. And then the new one, I'm going to see how it kind of grabs onto the teeth right there a little bit. I'm going to have something press it down all the way, and it should press firmly on the base. You can see the outline of the old one right there. I don't even think this one can kind of go in, but you guys can kind of see the outline of the old one. So that should hold together. I don't think you need to put this back on, but I'm going to do it since I already have the kit right here. You guys don't have to. Don't take my word for it. Yeah. Alright, we're back at the engine bay. I started the idler pulley by hand. I'm going to put it back on, but I'm not going to use the electric ratchet. You guys should probably never use any kind of electric tool when you're going to reinstalling something for the first time again. Because you never know, you might cross thread it or something. So I'm going to use a manual wrench, ratchet wrench, whatever you want to call it. Get it on there. Look, guys, I am no professional. I'm not sitting here trying to tell you guys what to do. I'm just telling you guys how I do it. A lot of you guys are kind of harsh on me sometimes on the comments whenever I miss a step or I do something wrong. I do this purely for entertainment, mainly for myself, just to keep myself busy when I'm at home, keep myself sane. So whenever you guys comment on here, I mean, any comment, good comments, bad comments are welcome. But if you guys are going to leave any bad comments, take it easy on an old man, right? Alright, let's see. So we have it at 37 foot-pounds of the torque wrench. 3. You guys heard it? Little positive clicks on it. Alright, on the tension pulley, it's going to be a little bit different. When you guys are putting it back on, there's an alignment notch right here, a little nipple that you're supposed to align inside the engine bay. I'm going to show you guys right now what I'm talking about. Give me a second. Let me see if I can show you guys. It'll be kind of hard to see. Got to put this parts down without touching my battery and arcing. Alright, so the bolt's going to go, there you go. It's going to go through here, and that little alignment notch is right there. So this has to line up in there. Okay, you guys, I don't want to miss a step, and then somebody called me out on it. But let's do that right now. Sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to do it, so I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna show you guys when I tighten it down. Alright, so I have the belt tensioner on right there. It'll be second verse, same as the first. The idler pulley at 37 foot-pounds. So the belt tensioner should also be at 37 foot-pounds. Now, you don't have to gorilla grip it. That's why we're using a torque ratchet. Remember, you're gonna make it German, good and tight. One, 2, 3. There it is. All 3 of those clicks. Let me see if I can get the stupid tool out. Oh, I love it when it gets stuck. Alright, so the hard parts are over. I installed the belt tensioner and the idler pulley. But you're going to be like, Pony, wasn't that the hard part? No. Wrong. Wrong. Putting the belt on. I hate doing the belt. I hate putting it on with a passion. Here is, if you're lucky enough to have a California car like I do, most of your stickers are still on the car, and mainly your underneath your car is still rust free. I'm just kidding, guys, for everybody that lives out in the Rust Belt. But yeah, task at hand, put this new belt on. It's gonna be a pain in the A. All right, wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, I got the belt routed in there. Hopefully it's correct. I followed this diagram. I did follow it before. Got it on there. The bottom part was probably a little bit difficult. And when you guys install a new belt, because of my OCD, make sure it's facing up. I don't want to see the date go on any of your guys' cars upside down, because I will personally go to your house and make you do it again. Just kidding. Little tip for you guys with the S10 Blazers and S10s. If you guys are doing this for the first time, so reroute it, everything again. And I noticed that when you guys pull on the belt tensioner, you know, to give it slack, the easiest way to slip it on is don't make sure, whatever, man, don't listen to me. Just use the idler pulley as the last step when you guys slide it on, because this little soft groove right here just lets it slide in like a gentleman, you know what I mean? Goes in there nice and easy. Alright guys, so it's on there. Next thing to do is to turn on the truck, and that should give me the 1,000 horsepower that I've been asking for. Prime the pump. Belts on. Nothing flew off. Everything was routed correctly. Everything's spinning. I can't hear that little whining noise anymore. Sorry if you guys are getting wind from the microphone. But yeah, looks pretty good. Let me turn on the AC. Let's see if it'll start chattering the belt tensioner again. Uh-oh. I think that might be my issue. Off and on is not good. That means that I'm still losing, yep. I'm still losing Freon. So that'll be another job. See if it'll kick off again. Yep. It's leaking the Freon. Alright, I had to turn off the truck before I kill myself from carbon monoxide from 98 truck. So that solved the squeaking issue I had underneath the hood. Now I need to move the cobalt. Yes, I still have it. Yes, still here. I need to move the cobalt, and I'm gonna go out for a drive real quick in the Blazer and see if well, I mean, I know what the issue is now. It's possibly that the compressor's kicking off and on, so it's obviously grabbing and then letting go, grabbing and letting go. So that's what's causing my truck to feel like it's bogging or pulling back. So I did fix it. I did use some Red Devil leak stop, and I did it last year, and it held up pretty good. So I'm gonna probably get either some more of that, or I'm gonna get some that AC Pro, that leak stopper. Hey, some of that snake oil. Hey guys, I'm a big advocate of snake oil. I know a lot of you guys make fun of me about it, but you know who you are. You guys make fun of me about using snake oils, but hey, most of the time it worked. It worked this time. It gave me almost a year and a half of AC in this truck, so I'm gonna call that a W. Look guys, this channel has been growing. We're almost at about 300 subscribers, so for those of you guys that have been here since day one, thank you guys very much for continuing to watch my videos. I know some of these videos with the S10 or with the Cavalier, they're not as popular as the videos with the Cobalt, but I kind of ran out of things to do with the Cobalt. There's only so much you can do. I told you guys since the beginning with this car that I wanted to restore it back to factory. The biggest thing right now that it does need a paint job. It does need a paint job, but right now, the current situation of everything, it's kind of hard to get one. So I'm going to hold off till things get a little bit better, get a little body work done to it. The biggest, maybe the modification I've gotten on this car that I've done is I've lowered it. I put coilovers instead of the factory suspension back on the car, because these cars do look nice when they're a little bit lowered, a little more classy, you know what I'm saying? And for those of you guys that are wondering about the Cavalier, alternator is running really good. I haven't had any issues yet. Let me knock on wood. The car, that red car right there that you guys are looking at, probably drives a little bit over 70 to 100 miles a day, 5 days a week. So little hustler's pushing hard. It's at 244,000 miles. And then this guy right here, he used to be my daily driver a while back, but since I got the Cavalier, kind of just sits either where the Cavalier's at right now or sometimes in the garage. But yeah guys, hey, so one more thing. I kind of hate to sound like a broken record, but you guys gotta need to take it easy a little bit on me on the comment section. You know, like I said before, I'm not perfect, and I do miss steps, and if I miss one little thing, like I installed something and I just didn't show how I did it, kind of use your imagination. Remember, I do this for fun, like I said before. I do this, you know, just to keep my sanity. And I like to interact with you guys. With those of you guys that do interact with me, you know, ask questions or whatever. You guys can ask me whatever you guys want, and if I know, I'll help you guys out. By no means am I a mechanic. My profession is way different from what I do here. So it's two different worlds. It could be two different worlds, but you know what I mean. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this one right here. I'm going to button the truck up. I'm going to take it out for a spin. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.